Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the bass. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city, you probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that's probably baffling. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 6, now second and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
3-3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning are probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The Lions at 6-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Williams is in for a Lions touchdown. The I formation fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a long start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drive. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson. They're going for Hammer, but this is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And how about that for just running out the clock? Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right, 97.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
52 blaster. 43 rounds. Ready?
Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
38.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Shoves him away. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as they...
Ready, set.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 79 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way to the... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. 96 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They give it to Williams running right. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they'll get him down on the 8th play of the drive. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder set so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took it from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, plus we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the skies needed a voice that finds reason to multiply.